Hey friends, we're at a cowboy mounted shooting clinic here, and we're all settled in and just getting ready to get started.
So I just put earplugs in Hope's ears right here. Get a good look at those things.
Looks like a colored golf ball in there.
But they're soft.
Yeah, it's squishy.
And then we're gonna put earplugs in there.
So we did a quick introduction, and right here we're doing our beginners where they introduce us to the guns. And we're shooting a Ruger or a Taylor 45. And basically we're not even really involved in the horses yet, as far as we're just getting familiar with the guns. And other club members are working with our horses. So here's Hope, and the Buckskin are the two newest horses to the Gunshots. They haven't really been around them. They both obviously have ear protection in, and then they're with familiar club members that have been working with horses around the Gunshots, and they're just trying to keep the horses busy, getting them familiar with the balloons, getting them familiar with the Gunshots, while we're working on getting familiar with the guns themselves. So it's kind of good because it keeps the horses occupied and keeps them kind of desensitized to the noise and keeps them busy so they're not, getting scared or nervous. Right here we're getting a quick view of, well, some fancy footwork, but also they're giving us, the guy on foot is giving us a quick rundown of, cowboy mounted shooting, and we're getting ready to do our first walkthrough with Barry. This probably seems really intimidating to some people, like how is she shooting guns with all these people around, but it's actually blanks. It's just the gunpowder that's blowing the balloons up. So as we're shooting and walking, the gun is a revolver, and I'm loading it, cranking it back every time, and every time I'm shooting blank gunpowder, and the gunpowder is actually what bursts the balloons. We're not aiming it at people, it can be dangerous. We're making sure we're shooting away. So I made the beginner's mistake and kept putting my arm down, and during the end here, Barry was reminding me, keep my arm up. When I'm riding a horse, I don't put my arm down every time I reload my gun. So this is my second walkthrough now with a different club member, and now we're holding our arms up constantly. One arm is on the reins as if I'm holding my reins of my horse, and the other arm has got my gun up, and I'm ready to shoot at every target. So some of the great things about going to clinics like this, you can't really hear what Garrett's telling me, but he's trying to tell me about shortening my reins, about using my leg pressure, about how to turn. He's just giving me a lot of really good advice, and it's nice because when you go to clinics like this, there's a lot of people that just have a lot of good advice, a lot of good experience that you just may not have, or they just are used to the sport that maybe you want to try out, and it's really nice to be able to get that feedback from somebody that's just been there, done that, and can maybe give you a little bit more insight that you just didn't have. And sometimes it's hard to apply, but you try. Now this run right now, it looks like I'm walking around with a loaded gun. Pretty intimidating. But trust me, it's not loaded. It's blanks. No, just kidding. It's not even loaded with blanks. This gun has no bullets, no blanks, no nothing. It's literally an unloaded gun. I'm just holding it up as if it was loaded, and we're doing a walkthrough, and I'm verbalizing bang, bang, bang every time I hit a balloon. So just kind of listen for that.
From wherever underneath that chain link fence and came up, and he goes, another direct hit for the H&H team.
Hope's in the middle. And you got a shooter on either side of her for the first round.
Keep going, Barb.
So since Hope was so calm, we got to do our first run, putting it all together by ourselves solo. And this is us doing our strong side first.
That gun was loaded, sorry.
So in between riders, while they were setting up new balloon targets for the next rider, they kind of would work our horses and do some intermissions and stuff. So sometimes you'd see we got off our horses, or you might see horses riding around, and Paul threw some clips of that, of the horses just kind of being worked and rode and kind of relaxed in between shooting and stuff. Catherine's finishing up here. The next clip is going to be Barry talking to me about cross shots and getting ready for me and Hope to do our second run doing cross shots.
Okay. Your crooked elbow. Not like this.
Not too crooked.
We're not shooting behind. You're not barred yet.
Okay.
But because as much as you may not like cross shots, they are a fact of life. And you'll find ways to avoid them, but you can't avoid them all.
Okay, you're loaded. Index strike.
Hey, it's your 60 seconds. You spend it any way you want.
Yeah, I'm walking slow and I had to uncock that. Yeah. Walking.
So I just wanted to kind of give a summary. This was a really fun clinic. We kind of spent the whole day with this crew. I ended up joining the club because I had such a good time with everybody. They were so supportive of me and Hope and making sure that we were safe, making sure that we really understood all the safety measures, making sure my horse was calm, collective, desensitized, safe, and making sure that ultimately I was safe too. I really, really encourage all of you, if you're interested in trying a sport like this, that you try a beginner's clinic and join a group like this that can be supportive and help you out.